Hello? Mo speaking. Alright, hold on. Hey guys, I need a bath. I need a bath. Come on, guys, I need a bath. You sure do. Wow. It's been a while, guys. How's everyone doing? I've been doing pretty good myself. Yeah. Today, by the stream, of course, we'll be talking about the many roles of Hank Azaria. Mostly because, for the last week or so, I've been watching like the Simpsons episodes. I was like, I want to talk about Hank Azaria and many of the other Simpsons actors if we can. But yeah, Hank Azaria is probably my favorite. What do you call it? Simpsons voice actor, because he does a lot. And who do we have in the backstage? Exactly, exactly. This, I swear to God, bro. 3 people are watching. Oh my God, that's my view count. Oh no, I get no views. So yeah, with Mo the bartender, it's pretty cool. He has a pretty cool voice. But I'll save most of this for whenever one else joins. Show comments on stage. Ooh. Hmm. Uh-huh. Oh wow. Look at this guy over here. Look at this individual.
So,
It's Duff Man.
oh, okay, now I just have to like close out one of the um, uh, screens.
So Fresh, how we doing today?
Well, yeah, just pumped up, and I'm just saving like the good stuff, and when we just get straight into it. So yeah, just not trying to give nothing too away.
Nothing too late. Of course, of course. And going by history of this one, I just chose the more important ones from his side. Like these ones I'm putting on right now. Seems about right.
I mean, like he kind of kind of split a little bit when you got to Bumblebee Man. It kind of like split off a little bit.
Oh yeah, because streamer doesn't allow me to do that no more.
What?
Rip. Yeah, so it's crazy. Christian was joking about this last Saturday or like the Saturday before. Like, there's been updates to StreamYard.
Well, I'm sorry about that, but hope this doesn't really stop us from continuing to do what we do because it just kind of like worries me about that. But you know, like if it does, then I always like have a backup because that's what I've been doing.
Oh no, bro. I don't mind these updates. It's like with the writing, like when they split the comments.
No, I mean like not with the writing. I mean like StreamYard in general to stop us from like doing what we like if we wanted to do it or not.
Mm. No, but yeah, I wanted to do this today, so I'm all in for it. All right, let me put these down too. You could put down some roles too for him if you have anything from your side.
I understand. Like I'm just because I do remember like since I can't really do it from here. Oh wait, but it says join the chats. But it's kind of much more easier when I do it on YouTube on a separate, stuff. Okay. But yes, like you said, like it is great to do this. Oh, I guess you got me. Okay, every once in a while.
I knew you're gonna choose that one, but go ahead.
I really hope I spelled his name right. Oh,
But yeah, before you came to the stream here and there, I was just explaining like, well, when we get to his main roles from The Simpsons, with Hank Azaria, I could technically say this because we're not talking like, about his characters yet per se. Why I like him as like my favorite Simpsons like voice actor is because with half of these, like, this is outstanding what he could do with these characters, especially how he's the only actor to like base these voices off like real people.
well, either like real people, like people that he's met before, which we will get into, or celebrities in general, and that's one of the main things that I like about him too. Like his range is really outstanding. Like he just pushed me further to just like get into just voiceover, and that's what I've been doing too, just basing voices off of like what I can remember back in the days. It's really helping.
Of course, yeah.
And like I have a whole list if you want to if you want to like see it.
So I mean, we have time, of course. Like, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, like I just need to just get some more roles in this, and let's see. Yeah, what the heck? Ah, jeez, this movie. Okay, trying to go back and forth. Let's see. I'm like, even though I still am going, this is what I have so far with, what I said from my side.
Hmm.
Oh shoot! I think I forgot to take a picture of it.
Ah, it's okay. But yeah, while you try to do that, I'll find some of these other. What was this other
Ah,
one?
good one. All right, but what was that?
Oh no, what do you call it? I'm just putting more roles in the chats while you're trying to look for it.
Found it. There y'all.
Yeah, I'm looking for Mr. Jack, last name Mo. All right, loud check. Hey, jackass, jackass. Good one, Rosebud.
Oh, hey Rosie, how you doing? Oh, oh, that's good. That's a good one. Wait, AI.
No, Al. You know
Oh, Al.
that
Oh,
one.
wait, yeah, alcohol. Yeah, I got it.
Do we have an alcoholic here? You know, bunch of alcoholics in the first place. Oh, look who it is. If it isn't Venom himself.
Hey, gang.
What's up?
Oh, what's up, man? Good. How about you? Doing
Oh,
pretty
look at
good.
that. You pulled a homer.
What?
Oh, oh, I see. These are good ones, by the way, Fresh.
See what?
Oh no, I saw your message right now with your paper.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so how you doing today, Christian? How was church?
Pretty good. I brought baby gifts to a friend of mine. He had his second baby.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
That's pretty good. All right, let's see
So,
here.
how are you guys so far with the stream?
Well, yeah, just pumped up to do it because, I'm all about memory wise.
Of
You
course.
know, last night, because I was trying to guess which character you're going to be, Fresh, and I would not guess the character you are right now.
Oh,
Hey, I mean,
dude, dude.
like I'll get straight into Duff Man when we get in there.
All right.
But go ahead.
Oh no, like he was messaging me. By the way, Christian, it was not last night. It was the day before.
Oh,
Uh,
day four.
he was guessing like a lot of characters that you could possibly. You know, the amount of messages would be like no, 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 not even close. No, no. Oh, you beat me to it. All right. I'm looking for Oliver. Last name, close ass.
Close off.
Close off. My bad. Wait, you could do that? Okay, that's pretty cool. So I
What?
could get. Apparently, I could get donations. Hey, donate 1 penny to me. Make my life
Well,
easier.
on my side, I can have it too, which, of course, I don't know how that would be possible.
Guys, don't look at this message. This is not a promotion. I just want 1 penny to my account right now. Please. Anything's possible, please.
Oh God, nobody thought about that.
So while we still typing, you boys ready or do I
Wait,
type?
wait, hold up.
Got you.
Has Mastermind join us?
I don't know about that.
Ha!
YMC. Okay. Okay, good one, Fresh. All right, boys, you ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Take it to the top with. Oh, before I start anything, listen here, you freaking dumb punk. When I get a hold of hand of you, I'm gonna crush you like a damn Buzz Cola and a Duff beer against the freaking head of yours. Good one. Damn. Should be loving this today. All right, let's go to his most popular ones, The Simpsons. Joe, right in the top is one of his main characters. Of course, we got Moses, like the bartender from Moe's Tavern. Now, Mo, he's my top favorite character from Azaria. He's just funny. He has his moments, especially with the prank phone calls, which obviously you see in the chats. And yeah, there's so much more to Mo's backstory, especially the voice inspiration for Mo himself. Hank Azaria did explain that it's an expression like an impression of young Al Pacino.
But just a good impression, I must say.
Yeah, but overall, other than like the prank phone calls, I do know like I did watch this one episode in the past where like it revealed that his dad used to own like a mattress store. He also has a brother and sister. He was supposed to go in business, didn't go all that well. So that, that's why he works at a bar right
Ah.
now. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I like about Mo. He can have his moments here and there. I mean, okay, and he's also one of those people that have a crush on Marge. He tends to like not say her name right by saying Midge or something like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, you fresh with Mo?
And well, it's mostly because deep down he just really just depressed guy. He just always just wants to just do what it is he can in order to just stay happy, but he can't. He just always just has this tendency to always just end his life, which is so freaking depressing. Just why would anybody just want to? Why would anybody want to do that?
Yeah. Yeah, that was good, fresh. Good. uh, and you, Christian? Let me just guess the phone calls, like the prank phone calls.
Well, of course, that's the best thing about Mo. That's the best running gag, and like he falls for it every single time. Like, it's the same guy Bart like calling him. He's always falling for it. Like, one of the most famous ones is I pee freely. Hey guys, I pee freely.
Hold on. Is there you, Jazz, over here?
I'm you, Jazz.
Here you go.
And then, hey everyone, I'm a stupid moron with an ugly face and a big butt, and my butt smells, and I have to kiss my own butt.
Like, how the did you not think that was so obvious? Oh man.
There's
My
also
crotch.
yeah
I
that's
want to see
also
my
kind
crotch.
of one.
Mm-hmm.
And also see more butts. Hey everyone, I want to see more butts.
Well, Joe, like he said that.
Oh.
Yep.
There's also Homer sexual. He said it to well, it is said to the principal, but he actually like started yelling at the principal.
And then he was like, "Oh, Principal Skinner, it's for you, Homer. I think Bart's in trouble."
Go.
Yeah. But yeah, Mo overall as a character, again, awesome character from my side, top one from Hank. I'll give him like, infinity. He's that great.
Yeah, sir.
All right. We got the police officer over here. Fresh, go ahead.
And the Chief Wiggum, well, you see, he's basically just the standard cop who's not really that good at his job, well, his other cop buddies are just much more confident in him, but he still is one of the more hilarious characters, so to speak. And what I do like most about him is that the voice is based off of Everett D. Robinson. See?
Yes, of course. So before even watching The Simpsons, Chief Wiggum reminds me of the donut cup from Amazing World Gumball.
It does. In fact, I think Hank Azaria should voice him.
Possibly, but still. Yeah, Chief Wiggum, he has a really funny personality. Like, half the time he acts like a child. And there have been episodes with him and Ralph. Basically, there's this one episode explaining the origins why Ralph is dumb today, because it was revealed that he was actually dropped in the head, where it showed flashback. Is he a good father? Could be questionable, yeah, here and there. Is he a good cop? He really tries his best, but he's still a funny character.
And how did he become chief?
Don't know about that. I don't know about that. What else can I tell you about Clancy? By the way, that's his first name, everyone in the chat. What do you call it? Oh, what do you call it? One of the episodes I was rewatching last week is like there was this episode where Chief Wiggum reveals that he doesn't have that much friends because no one would be friends with cops. So what do you call it? There was like Homer had to like do some like community service, and they just became best friends over because of some sandwiches. And yeah, Homer and Chief Wiggum's friendship was actually like It was so funny and it was so cool at the same time, you know. And Chief Wilkham actually took a bullet for Homer because when they were dealing with Fat Tony's gang and he, got shot, Homer stayed in the hospital for 3 weeks, with Chief Wilkham to prove how good their friendship is. It got a little bit rocky when they got out the hospital, but over time they became friends again.
That's good.
So yeah. But yeah, overall with Chief Wilkham, I like him. He gets a 10 out of 10 for me. Anyone else want to say?
You basically said anything from it. It's just crazy to know that about him. And the fact that he's responsible for Ralph's dumbness because he dropped him. I mean, did you explain how he dropped him?
I mean, he just dropped him. I'm like, it's not.
Yeah, just drop them like that. Like I could tell you that it happened in a fireworks show.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So yep. These 4 next characters I'll save for last, just for reasons. All right, next comic book guy. Worst stream ever. Yeah, comic book guy. Would you like to explain the origins with him, Fresh?
Well, I can't really explain all that much, but the voice is what I can remember is that Azaria based it off of a roommate in college, I believe, or someone who lived next to him. I can't really remember. But what I do like about him, he's one of the more intelligent characters, and I do like his collection of comic books. How he's just a overall comic book god, even trying to get to the likes of Stan Lee. But I just gotta say, he just has his moments where he thinks he's just the biggest jerk in all the world. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, and also cool about this that okay, despite the cartoon, I like how they actually had a character based off comic book guy in Fanboy and Chum Chum.
Oh, Oz. Yes.
Yeah. Bo comic book guy. Yeah, he does have his moments. There's his moments where he could be like a real jackass here and there because again, owning a whole comic book store and everything, so I get the struggles, but still. What was surprising about him also is that he eventually in the later episodes got married.
What? No
Yeah, I mean,
way!
Yeah, you didn't know that.
No, that's just now. Holy cow!
Yeah.
Who's he married to?
He is married to a what do you call it? Her name is Kimiko, and yeah, she's a really nice gal for him. She's from Japan, and that's how they kind of hit it off.
Wow. I mean, good for him, but I wasn't expecting him to be married in Simpsons. Wow.
Worst memory ever.
Also, did you know that his real name is Jeff Albertson?
yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Cool.
The struggles of my. But yeah, for comic book guy, he's just a funny character. Could be a jerk. I'll give him a 9 out of 10.
It's just maybe
I do
because, of
like.
course, intelligent wise, because he's also a member of Mensa.
Go ahead, Christian.
I do like how Hank Azaria gives that kind of voice. Like, how would you describe that kind of voice?
A depressing Donald Trump.
So what the?
Yeah, that would say it. Yeah.
We got it, boys. We got it.
Now, Professor Fight. It's basically an impression of Jerry Lewis, and
It's honestly one of the coolest voices that Hank does.
Yes, one of the more impressive ones. Like when I saw him actually do the voice, I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Wow," because it did kind of remind me a little bit of like Keswick, because he too is also based off of Jerry Lewis.
yes. So yes, and what's so funny is that Professor Flank's father was voiced by Jerry Lewis, which was
Like a double bonus.
Yeah, don't want me.
Yeah. But overall, I just like the voice. He's a really smart character as well. Some of his inventions, quote unquote, could be good or bad depending, but still, I like him. I'll give him a 10 out of 10.
Agreed.
Alright, dudes. Fresh, can you explain Snake Jailbird, please?
Sure, bro. So he's just basically just this cool bad guy who just enjoys doing horrible things, and just always. And what I do like about him is that like he just always say like "bye" whenever he's just committing crimes, because he's just so cool at doing what he does. You are so dead, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you just mostly see him with the cops. I remember this one scene in the Quick and Mark where is yeah, him, Apu, and Chief Oga was like, oh my god, we're getting like a triple special from Azaria over here.
Yeah.
It did happen before with Chief William Mo and Lou one time.
Hmm. Yeah. What I was also shocked about Snake is that in one of the episodes that I watched in the past is that he actually has a son.
Hmm.
Oh,
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I mean, of course, Simpson characters do have their moments about where there's much more to them, right?
Yeah, I mean, the episode I was talking about is like Snake was hiding from the cops. He was hiding in Bart's treehouse, and Bart was he was telling him don't out him into the police. So Chief Ogum actually come to the treehouse. He's like, Bart, you seen the criminal? He's like, yeah, in Springfield, like the hills or something like that. And Snake was questioning. He was like, why'd you save me, little dude? He was like, us criminals have to stick together. Because of this, Snake started stealing stuff to give to Bart as a reward. You know, for not snitching.
I mean,
Interesting.
well, that's good.
I remember, what do you call it? Yeah, this one particular episode where Snake actually died, but
Hmm.
Homer was wearing his hair and acted like Snake.
Oh wait, yeah. I mean, like you gotta say it's a Treehouse of Horror episode, or you're gonna get them confused.
Okay, but you can explain that part though if you want.
I mean, well, you basically just summed it up. It was just an evil toupee that's just possessed Homer, and like that's all that I can like remember.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I
So
like
he's
Snake.
canonically dead right now, or was that only for Treehouse of Horrors?
Treehouse of Horrors. He still
Oh.
appears in the future in like present episodes, of course. Next one. Hi everybody. I said hi everybody. No one
Hi,
likes Dr.
Doctor
Nick.
Nick.
You see, Dr. Nick is basically his bad impression of Ricky Ricardo. Yeah, that I like that voice he does as well.
I do too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Dr. Nick is your typical doctor, of course. But bro, okay, this was extreme for me when I was a kid, bro. He died during like the Simpsons movie, but of course, bring him back for like later episodes. I was like, what the hell?
I mean, yeah, it shocked me too. I was like, just why would you do that?
Exactly, bro. Yeah. But overall, Dr. Nick doesn't do all that much, but he's not bad too. But I'll give him like 10 out of 10 just because of the voice.
Me too.
All right. Would you like to explain Homer's enemy, Fresh?
Oh yeah, this is a real one because Frank Grimes is basically if you take a person in the real world and put him in the world of The Simpsons, that's kind of like what he is because he has such a messed up life. Because imagine being born with like the worst luck ever. And so Frank Grimes made himself into a self-made man and took a job at the nuclear power plants, but his position was already given to a dog because well he's just that unlucky. So he's put into like Homer's position, and Homer tries to bring up a friendship, but it just leads to him being like really irritated by his presence. It's not up until when some acid, Homer was about to drink some acid and it burned to a wall that Frank like decided to declare him and Homer as enemies. So Homer feels really bad about this, but as soon as like Grimes is invited over to his house, it just caused him to just exploit Homer as some kind of fraud. So like Frank just dedicates himself to just show everyone about like how Homer's not really who he say he is. Like he's an idiot. He's a man child. Like I worked my whole life to just be successful, but no, he's being successful just because he's an idiot. And yeah, after tricking him into just entering like some kind of uh like a what was it? Like a contest for children, he just loses it. He just loses his mind, he loses his sanity, just ends up getting himself killed.
Yikes!
Yeah, by electricity because yeah, with the whole act like saying, "Hey everyone, look, I'm Homer Simpson, big an idiot. Look, I'm eating a lot." Num, 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 num. Yeah, Frank, but I do get his point because legit the other day I was watching his origins, yeah, he was abandoned by his parents, had to get a job when he was little, and yeah, he had to really work at the top. If it wasn't from that what do you call it? Because Mr. Burns was watching the TV while watching about his life, and he's like, "I want him. Like, I want him, Smithers." The next day, Mr. Burns completely forgot why he wanted him.
Wow.
Like, yeah. But yeah, there are future appearances that he does appear in, like the Treehouse Horrors, like ones, like where he came back as a ghost. But again, those are non-canon. So yeah. What I also found out about Frank is that he actually has a son, because in this one episode, Homer and Sideshow Bob is they encounter Frank Grimes Jr.
Wow.
Yeah. But for Frank, Jesus, this guy is just like so sad. Yeah. Honestly, I'll give him a 6 out of 10. He's just, I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Tragic. All right. Skinner. Super
I
I
guess
knew that
Super
was coming.
yeah. Hi, Super Nintendo Charmers.
Just say to me, boy. Now, we're Super Nintendo Chalmers. He's basically the Super Nintendo of like, yes. He's also the boss of Principal Skinner also, and yeah, he does have his times too when he says like Skinner or just other stuff too. And
Or
honestly,
at rare times, like for example, in the Steam Ham short, he shouts his first name, which is Seymour.
yeah, man. I mean, yeah, there's nothing really bad about Chalmers. Honestly, he's just trying to be a good superintendent. Here and there, it could be unfair, but still, he does have valid points. He does have a daughter, Shauna Chalmers, who's dating Jimbo, one of the bullies.
I did
What do
not
you call
know
it?
he had a kid.
What do you? Well, not kid, teenager. There's a difference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and yeah, about his relationship with his daughter is like rocky because again, it would be a typical teenage daughter. Um, he does have like a little side to him where he just like some. I remember there's like one thing I remember was like he was in like in a pink dress while playing with nunchucks. It was like something from his past that he wanted to like re-encounter. It was like this is him having fun basically. I remember I was watching this like this compilation of him like dancing with the kids and everything. It was like his dance were like actually like fire.
Oh, I remember that too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but that's just from my side. What about you, Fresh?
Well, just any time but he's with Seymour, like it's just that's all that is. But everybody knows the classic of steamed hams. Like I just kind of grew a liking to that ever since watching that different animated styles video.
Yeah, that's my favorite. And my favorite line, and I quote this a lot too. Aurora Borealis, at this time of year, at this time of day, and this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
Yes.
May I see it?
No.
Yeah.
And then Seymour's mom's like, Seymour, the house is on fire. No, mother, that's just the northern lights.
Yeah. He's one of my favorite characters. I possibly put him in top 3. I give him also 10 out of 10.
Me too.
Hey, Ma! Look at what we got here. We got Cletus. Cletus is he's your typical redneck, Yeah, and with rednecks, for him, he is married to his sister.
Hey, that's politically
Oh, God.
incorrect. We prefer the term hillbilly. Just use that word.
Hey, Blaze. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, Cletus does have his like moments. Surprisingly, when I was watching this compilation or like a few videos with him, like he does have one smart moment, then again turns dumb. But otherwise, I have nothing against Cletus. Like he's really funny.
Well, my favorite moment is in the Simpsons movie where it's like, look what I can do with my thumb. And it's like, I was tricked by an idiot. Hey, I know how you feel. I was being tic-tac-toe by a chicken.
Mm-hmm. I just like the voice overall and the character. I give him a 10 out of 10. He's good in my books.
But
Okay. Kirk, aka Milhouse's dad. Now, what I like about this is that it's Hank Azaria doing like his own version of Milhouse's voice, which is really impressive.
Man, when you put it that way.
Like, yeah. Because we know how like nasally like Milhouse's voice is, and when Hank is doing the voice of his dad, I'm like, okay, this is really good, yeah. I'm just gonna say this, not to be rude, but Milhouse's dad is a loser.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
how a loser.
Because there's a lot. Oh, sorry. What happened? Going
No,
first.
no, no. You go. I'm like, yeah, I tried to like explain, but like you go on ahead and do it.
So basically, Millhouse's parents don't exactly have the best relationship. Like there are times where they're divorced or just like they can't like they're not really good parents to Millhouse if anything. No, at least Kurt tries, but again, it's just him being a loser. What I also found out too, like a few years ago when I was watching The Simpsons, is that like there was this episode about Shelbyville, the Springfield's rivals. Is that him and his wife are cousins also. I'm like, holy shit.
What? So he,
Yeah.
so
I mean,
he,
Christian, if you look at Millhouse's dad and like his mother, they legit look the same. What the fuck do you
I,
want me to say?
so is this an Alabama situation where married his cousin?
So in Shelbyville, it's legal to marry your cousins.
Oh, for God's sake!
And Millhouse's mom is from Shelbyville, and I was like, oh damn, okay, yikes. But going with you, Fresh.
Oh, like you should. That's all you got.
I know I had more, but I'll let you have more if you want. Go ahead.
Well, like it was kind of a little bit depressing when, of course, they did get married, they did get divorced. And it just didn't really work out that much, and you can see, oh, I sleep with a race car bed, and and when you ultimately tried his best to just get together with a song, and be like, no, it just didn't really work out. So,
Yeah, even though I said he was a loser, you also have to feel bad for the guy. Yeah, man. But for him, I'll give him like 5 or 6 out of 10.
yeah,
Alright, next one, the Sea Captain, aka Captain McAllister. Yarg, this is your typical like sea captain. I do like the pirate voice he provides, even though he does admit that he's not an actual pirate, but still, he's a good character.
agreed.
Yeah, I give him a what do you call it? 6 out of 10. And now for Fresh, go ahead with the next character.
Well, what I kind of like most about Duffman is like his party attitude. Oh yeah, and well, mainly just the costume itself because well, it's a good look for him, man. It's just like always seeing him around with the ladies and just providing anyone with Duff. And apparently, Homer would apparently just S ranking for how much it means to him.
Hmm. Yeah, that's honestly yeah. I like Duffman because of his energy and everything. Like, who doesn't love Duffman? Duffman. When I used to like go to like Party City, I would see like the Duffman costume. I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
It is.
Yeah, I give him like 10 out of 10. I just love this guy, like his energy overall.
Agreed.
The wise guy, who usually has like multiple jobs. Fresh, are you familiar with the wise guy?
Like I do remember seeing an impression of him by Brock Baker. It was like, "Whoa, easy there, Pally." So that's all I got.
Hmm. He's basically what do you call? His real name is Raphael, and his catchphrase is like, "Mm-hmm, hey, Pally." Yeah, basically said. Yeah, he's basically to carry out a job or sell a product that has plot rolling. So basically, some of the episodes are like spawned by him, but still, yeah, he's a very quite the character. I would give him a 6 out of 10. Uh, Fresh, would you like to explain Bumblebee Man?
Like he's just a dude dressed as a bumblebee, and like, I mean, it's impressive for for Hank to just like be seen like speaking in Spanish, like especially with the Simpsons movie, like when he was trading the kids in the donkey, and he was like, "Ay ay ay, un burro de roso," or something like that.
Yeah, I know I said we were gonna talk about this later, but yeah, Bumblebee Man was one of the characters they had to recast because of race or anything like that. And his current actor is Eric Lopez, who you may know as Molten Man from Spectacular Spider-Man.
Right.
Interesting. Oh, by the way, Fresh. I don't remember who this guy is, but there's a guy that's playing Mole Man and the new Fantastic Four movie. So you didn't predict. I'm sorry.
So, I mean, like, dude, it don't matter. Like, like the purpose of
It's
owning the mantle is just having fun with it.
this
Actually,
is having. All right, another character they had to recast, but I found it a funny character.
Yeah, what was his name? Like, how do you pronounce it, by the way?
Dreed,
Like,
Dreed, Dread,
Judith
Dredrick.
Tatum. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So basically, why I think this character is funny is because it's Hank Azaria doing like his Mike Tyson impression.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
You know, they actually did show Mike Tyson once. Remember?
hmm Hey, come on,
Hey guys,
guys.
come on, shut up.
Yeah, that one. And
Starchat.
then the whole prison like shut the hell up afterwards.
Hey, including the siren. A lot of people pointed out the siren even shut up.
I just find it impressive that he was able to do that and like the voice in general. I remember there was one episode where that he was fighting Homer, and then because there was this whole episode where Homer became a boxer.
Mm.
Yeah. Right, yeah. I just like the voice, just do your typical Mike Tyson. People have their own ways doing Mike Tyson's voice, but yeah, I find it funny. His role was recasted to Jay Farhar. You may know him as what do you call it? He did the voice of was that Mina's grandfather from Sing.
Right.
Oh, that's cool.
hmm This is also the same guy who was in the Ellen Show that was doing those impressions of The Rock and what do you call it? What was it? Kevin Hart. Splitting the bill.
Oh, wow, that's pretty dope.
hmm And now to the other characters that got recasted or like just don't show up anymore. Now, the most controversial one, which by the way is stupid as hell, is Apu. Apu is the owner of the Quicken Mart. He basically, yeah, he was such a great character. There were so many things about him, especially like seeing episodes about like him getting an arranged marriage to Manjula and then having like 8 tuplets, which was crazy. I remember in the early seasons, to make it stereotypical, just making him like your typical Indian or like some shit like that. But people just had like the issue of like, oh, a white person playing an Indian character. That is horrible. No, it's not if the person does a really good impression, like not an impression, but an accent of the dude.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I had no problem with it.
Yeah, me either. But other than those bullshits, Apu overall, like in the early seasons, yeah, he was kind of difficult here and there. But before his last appearances, like yeah, he is generally one of Hank's best characters, and I miss him.
I do
Did he get
too.
recasted?
No, he's one of the characters that they put away, basically. Similar
Uh,
to like Mrs. Krabappel. Now, the reason for Mrs. Krabappel because her voice actor passed away in 2014.
oh, didn't they make an episode about that?
Yes.
Okay.
And Fresh, you with Apu?
Well, I mean, like he was one of my personal favorite characters. I just like how he was like all cool and just so inviting. Well, he's just an overall good dude.
Say the line, Fresh. Go ahead, say
Well,
it.
I need your permission though.
You don't need my permission. Fuck it, bro.
Thank you, come again. But I also like silly customer. You gotta start the drinking.
Bro. See, bro. We didn't have this kind of issue back in the '90s, bro. Like that was pure comedy.
Well, Joseph, like I'm sorry, please, but we just said that Apu doesn't appear anymore, dude.
Yeah, he doesn't appear. He's one of those characters that Simpsons cannot bring anymore because of controversy or just some shit like that. So yeah, again, I do miss him. So don't know when he come back. The first time I saw him doing all these voices, like, and you've seen two first, like when they were doing the Simpsons and Family Guy crossover.
Uh, wait, and when you said like first time seeing it, because like for me, when I saw him do the voice, it was like interviewing with James Lipton. Like, yeah.
Okay, got you. But no, still, with Apu, he will be truly missed, and he was just a great dude. I gave him affinity. Say enough.
Infinity.
Now, for Carl. Carl is one of Homer's friends from the plant, but they actually been friends ever since they were little. Him, Carl, and Lenny. Now, Carl was the cool one in the group, and I just like how the voice was when Hank Azaria put it for him.
Hey, wait a minute. What about Barney? Just about that too. But I also like how Carl like is so cool. He's like the Cleveland Brown, but much more competent.
You know why they have us sitting next to each other, right?
Because we're the two funniest characters.
Damn right.
Yeah.
And then before I do my ranking on Carl, okay, with Lou is basically one of the cop buddies of yes, Chief Wilgum. And I didn't notice until I watched Fresh's video last year when I was doing a reaction video, is that it's an impression of Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, it's sweet. Chief,
Hey,
it was a good buddy in there.
yeah. Hey Chief, should we do something about this? After the show, Lou. After the show.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, now I remember. One of my favorite moments with Chief Wiggum was like when Sideshow Bob was getting arrested and Bart said, "Take him away, boys," and Chief said, "Hey, I'm the chief here. Beg him away, toys." What'd you say, Bob? Just do it.
Just listen to the kid.
And you saw Sideshow Bob's face. He's like, "The fuck?"
Yeah, yeah, I saw that. Yeah. So why I brought these two characters along is because these two characters also had to be recasted to a black actor. So both of these characters are voiced by the same actor right now. His name is Alex Azart. Yeah, I believe so. He also played Nick Fury in Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes. By the way.
Hmm.
Yeah. Now with the voice of Carl, like his new voice, it's not bad, but it's not like the same how it used to be, you know?
Well, yes.
And then with Akara, fun fact about this dude, I first saw him in a Butterfingers commercial when they were doing karate.
I did too.
Wow.
Hooah! And now for a Butterfinger break. Hooah! Go! Again, with Hank doing these kind of impressions or like these accents, he always pulls it with it, you know. Yeah. Christian, to let you know, this character is, what do you call it? He is Japanese.
Well, yeah, by the look of behind the voice actors, I could tell.
Mm-hmm.
And by his name, of course.
So yes, I got another character that's no. This character did not. Oh no, wait, hold on. He did get recasted in one episode, but that was back in 1991. But then again, Hank Azaria did take over afterwards, but the character has not been back basically. Oh yeah, the one episode he was voiced was George Takai.
Oh, I mean, that's a good role for him.
But that was all like one time. But yes, great character. And like with all four of these characters that had to be recast or just put away, I just give them infinity. Like they were just memorable.
Of course, I can't agree more. He's one of the best performers in the show.
Mm-hmm. And now, Fresh, do you have any more Simpsons characters from your side that Hank Azaria voice or no?
Disco Stew, oh yeah. I mean, that's
Oh,
because he's like, oh, cool. He's always like to get down and funky. And one of my personal favorite ones is like when Marge was on steroids, and it was like he said, "Disco Stew should have disco duh."
Yeah. Yeah. I like Disco Stew. What do you call it? At first, did you ever watch that episode of The Simpsons when they found out what happened to Smithers' father, or no?
No.
Okay.
No, I can't say that I haven't because I just kind of faded away a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry, Smithers. It was just a long time ago when the plant was first opened. Your father and I were very good friends. He had to stop a fuse happening, and then sadly he died during it. And a young Homer Simpson.
For you.
Mm-hmm. And the first words you ever said to me was, "Sir." Sir. Your father died as a hero, and then the next day, a young Homer Simpson found a corpse, which had some trauma to him. And yeah, that's what happened. And why I mention him is because Smithers' father, Senior, was voiced by Hank Azaria.
Oh, good one.
Yeah. There's many other characters that he voiced. Oh, I remember when, what do you call it? Because they were doing because Avengers, like, Infinity War and Endgame were coming out, they were doing, like, promotions here and there. I remember they had, like, this Thanos character that was voiced by Kevin Feige. Hank Azaria voiced the parody character of Iron Man. Yeah. There's other characters he's voiced, but these are, like, the most important ones and, like, memorable ones from everyone's side. Mm-hmm. So for The Simpsons overall, Hank, like he's a bit. You know what's also cool about this? He got his first acting, like voice acting job for this when he was like 20s, like in his 20s.
That is amazing.
Yeah, honestly, it is. Yeah. Oh, fun fact with Mo. Okay, so I forgot to mention this. So for the on-air pilot that never got shown, Hank Azaria was not the original voice. Fun fact.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes. So in the on-air pilot that never got to be shown to YouTube or on TV, his original voice, quote unquote, to be was what was it, Christopher Collins, who was the original voice of Starscream. To be was what was it, Christopher Collins, who was the original voice of Starscream.
oh.
I think Christian has an echo.
Of course, he's become Echo Echo.
I think Christian has
Of
an
course.
echo. Can
Can
you
you hear
fix
me
your
now?
mic, Christian? Oh, let me see. Let me see. No, you have to join and read back. No, you have to join and read back. Hello, Christian. Okay, so yeah, Christopher Collins, who was the original voice of Starscream from Transformers G1 and Cobra Commander, and yeah, other than the actual other voice he did for The Simpsons was he was the original voice of Mr. Burns as well.
Oh, oh my god.
Yeah, because if you watch like the early episodes of The Simpsons, Mr. Burns' voice sounds hella different.
I mean, yes, I did hear, but I just had no idea it was him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And then I love how Hank was explaining it because as the producers were explaining to him, it was like, why'd you guys recast that guy? It was like, the guy was a dick. I was like, oh, damn. Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean, the same thing happened with freaking War Machine.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. Okay. Okay, let me see. Okay, the echo's gone. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, so Christian, as I was explaining, so Mo's quote-unquote original voice actor was supposed to be Christopher Collins, who was the original voice of Starscream from G1 and Cobra Commander, but again, didn't go so. And I was telling Fresh about this, and because he was also the original voice of Mr. Burns. Yeah, but as I was telling Fresh, this Hank was always asking like the producers why they had to recast the guy for like Mo and Mr. Burns is because the guy was like a total dick to like the other cast members.
Oh, well, yeah, you did tell me of how of a dick that Starscream's actor was in real life. So
Yeah. So again, it does this like conflicts here and there, but and Hank Azaria did make a great statement, like saying like if he didn't do that, he would still be part of like the big Simpsons show overall. But shit happens.
yeah.
Yeah, just be grateful and life, people. All right, next one. The first time I've seen Hank Azaria in live action, Gargamel.
Yeah, me too.
You could go ahead for Christian. You could explain.
All right, so of course, some people don't like the live action Spurs, especially like how Spurs look, but not to me. They actually look pretty good in live action, and because I got to learn about Hank Azaria, about his Gargamel and behind the scenes, I like how they like put on makeup and stuff, and how he did the voice. He did so good. I mean, he brought Gargamel to life. I mean, you couldn't even tell that was Hank Azaria until you really look at him and hear his voice. He did really swell, and yeah, it's one of my favorite. Oh, he's my only favorite, of course, Gargamel. So yeah, Hank did really great in first 1 and 2 for Gargamel. So yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Again, with him doing like impressions and everything, I don't think he was not really doing the impression of like the original, but I like how he honored the essence of like Paul Lynch, the original voice of Gargamel, and he did really good with that.
Yes,
Very.
Yes. Again, yeah, the shocking part was like it was Hank the whole time. I was like, whoa, they really did good with the makeup and everything. Like, I gotta admit, like his version of Gargamel for live action was hella funny too.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. You fresh?
Well, like you said, he did honor the essence of Paul Winchell, and he did put his A game, and that's what many people like about that live action Smurfs movies. Yes, and the makeup, it really did keep me caught out of my freaking mind.
Mm-hmm. Of course. Yep. Yeah. Despite people what they say about the live action Smurfs, that's childhood to me. Like, I loved it. I give his version of Gargamel infinity.
Me too.
All right, Fresh. Get ready for Venom. Here you go.
So, well, I mean,
Yay.
okay, well, well, for starters, I just gotta say this was one of the many character roles that I was like so stupidly blind to because I'm like I just didn't really kind of like pay attention all that much. I was like, oh, I'm like, well, that's cool, but I was like, what? I'm like, how can I be so blind to not experience this awesomeness? Because his take on Venom, I mean, like, it's actually really great because when you hear like both voices like talking at the same time, it just kind of makes it much more monstrous because the same thing happened with Ben Diskin and let's see, um, Topher Grace more in Spider-Man 3 the game a little bit. I mean, kind of tweaked a little, but like he's not that bad. He's one of the best versions of Venom.
Yeah. Like, okay, yeah. I love how you make the similarity because I was gonna say the same thing with Ben Diskin because when Ben Diskin was doing the voice for like Venom, he had to record two different voices with his natural voice and then with the monstrous voice. And then yeah, a few years ago when I found out that Hank voiced Venom, I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool. And I heard the voice. I especially like the design, like the red and blue like outlines and everything. That's pretty nice.
So did Hank Azaria do like what Fantastic could do, like record different voices, normal and monstrous?
That I cannot confirm with. No, I don't think so.
Oh man,
But yeah,
but what if he did?
Well, I just gotta say, just the one thing that I didn't really like about his Venom was, I mean, the design is fine, but the fact that it was slightly given eyes a little bit. It's like if his eyes were just, straight up just, round with just pointed edges instead of just the whole, I just don't really like how the eyes look.
I mean,
I get
I
you.
get that. I mean, if the quote irises were like lower, maybe they're gonna help, or just remove the spike eyes entirely.
No,
I
no, no. I mean,
mean,
like, remove the irises in general. That's what I mean. I didn't like that.
that's what I mean. Like remove those, but the eye shape is all right. Just not the irises.
Mm-hmm. Of course, yeah. But overall, because I've watched a little bit of the show, but I've seen like scenes with Venom, and yeah, again, I liked it. It was really surprising from Hank. I give it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, he should voice it more often.
It really depends, yeah. All right, Fresh. Get ready because you're about to spend the night at the museum. Go ahead.
Yes, because he has come back to life. But in all seriousness, this is how I got introduced to Hank Azaria in live action. So yeah, I was watching Night at the Museum 2 at a theater with me and my mom one time, and I was experiencing the awesomeness that's he was like so funny, so hammy, like he's just one of those, like incompetent bad guys that's just trying to be evil, but he could be both evil and funny whenever he needs to be. It's kind of like pulling a syndrome.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree with
Yeah, he
that.
is pretty hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just like the voice overall. It's like awesome. I liked it.
I mean, like it's just his attempt to just sound godly. That's all it is. It's probably his preparation in order to just play Gargamel for the next like what was it? Like it was in 2009, but 2 years later.
Mm-hmm.
But then
Yeah.
there's just other voice roles which we'll get into eventually.
Actually, since you brought that up, hold on. Let me go back to this. Here you go.
Because yes, not only was he Common Raw, but he was also the voices of both the Thinker and the Abe Lincoln statue, which was mind-boggling for me.
Huh,
Yeah.
huh, fire power.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my most memorable quote from Thinker.
Yeah. It's pretty good. Yeah. What I like about Night in Museums is like they have very good concepts and everything, but what's most like cool about them is like the stack cast they have for everyone.
And that's what I
No
like
doubt.
about movies.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see here. Going back here. All right. Let's go back to Easter, everyone. Carlos and Phil. Now, Carlos, it was like the yellow chick who basically did not approve of everything, basically. And this character went through like a bunny phase, if anything. And damn, like the end of the movie though, he just wanted to be a bunny, right? There you go, folks. Yikes.
Yeah. As a kid, I have no problem with Hop, but now that I think about it, Hop was not that good of a movie, to be honest.
It
See?
was it was like Illumination was trying to attempt to do their first live action movie, but also like have like some CGI characters here and there. I mean, hey, great cast, but oh shit, a lot of things happened.
Yeah, that's why Illumination does not work as a live action company, and they only work as an animation company.
Eh, I mean, whatever works.
But however, the cast was great, voice and live action cast, but overall the movie was mixed.
Yeah. First, do you have anything to say with Carlos, or do you agree with us?
Okay, well, at first, Hop was one of those many movies that I've enjoyed as a kid, but looking back, it was mixed here and there because um people say like the biggest problem about Hop is the character of EB himself, about how unlikable and just straight up horrible he can be. Because with Carlos, let's just be honest, he isn't really technically the villain per se up until about the quote unquote end. Let's just say like he just worked his whole life to just try to just be the next Easter Bunny because he has much more experience than EB did. And it's just EB's dad refuses to just give him the offer to just become the Easter Bunny. Like only bunnies should become the Easter Bunny and not anybody anything else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, and I'll say this because it's true. The Mad 2010 like segment like Hops was a better one than the actual movie Hop.
I mean, true.
Yeah. But yeah. And then first, would you like to talk about Phil?
Well, Phil, I mean, like he just likes to dance. He's all about dance, dance, dance. That's all he just cares about. And I just really like how of course, when people play off one another with like talking with each other, I just really like the voice difference.
Mm-hmm. 100%. But yeah.
And like, we the bosses now. We the bosses. We the bosses. And like, oh, can I touch the egg of destiny? No. Well, come on, let me touch it. Ow! There, you touched it. That was harsh.
Yeah. It was pretty funny. But yeah, good attempt, Hank. Like, if you really notice, like, even like with The Simpsons, 2010 was like a good year for Hank Azaria because of like many memorable roles.
True.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. It's gonna be a mystery for the Blue Raja.
Yes, the Blue Raja. Like this movie, I mean, it was okay-ish. Like the cast was absolutely stacked. So Hank Azaria is part of like this superhero team, and his gimmick is all about like throwing kitchen utensils, like mainly forks.
I never heard of
Mhm.
this movie, but it's got Paul Rubens, Ben Stiller, a lot of other people. Seal Green's in this. Joe
There's also like Kel Mitchell.
Kel
oh,
Mitchell. Uh,
wait, Michael Bay's in this? Wow.
William H. Macy. Please don't say
Gene
bad words.
Ruffalo.
Joe McQuarrie, I think I know him.
Mm-hmm. Jennifer
Anyway,
Lewis.
continue.
I know. Yeah. So before I knew this was an action movie, fun fact, kids, this movie was featured in in All Stars.
Yeah, Smash Mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like, come on.
Remember in the beginning when they were showing the superhero auditions and everything, and then you see the main guy like bouncing that one guy off, and he's just like, I don't know. Yeah. And then when I found out this was an action movie, I was like, yeah, might give it a chance one day. But still, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, all that time I was like, what? This song came from this movie? Unbelievable. Most people associated with Shrek, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, and overall, what would you give your ranking of Hank Stewart in this movie?
5.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead first.
Okay, this kind of shocked me because I kind of saw a clip of this in this one video called Top 10 Voiceover Artists by, what was it? top 10 archive. And when I saw the clip, when I saw Godzilla's like foot like coming down, I was like, oh my god, he's gonna die. But I was like, oh, that's fine. But with the Matthew Broderick version of Godzilla, I mean, what I like about it is just the cast, and I don't care what anybody says. I do like Godzilla's form here, even though he's just referred to as Zilla because this is supposed to be like the American Godzilla.
Matthew Broderick was in this?
Yeah.
Okay, then I did not know that.
And what I also liked is it also had like Simpsons voice actors like Nancy Cartwright and Harry Shearer.
Biggie Lewis is also in this, and Frank Welker, Gene Reno. I know him from Pink Panther. Let me see. Wait a minute, Kevin Dunn from Transformers. Is that him? Yeah, from Transformers. I didn't know he's also in this too. Wow, there's a lot of people I know on here. But continue.
No, I'm done.
Yep.
Oh, what?
Nothing. I've never seen this version, but I'll tell you something. I have no friends. I have no friends. Yeah, David from Friends. Really shocking. Yeah. So I actually watched the episodes that Hank was in when I was a kid. So David, aka known as David the Science Guy, was the first series love interest to Phoebe, and yeah. They were gonna be a couple, but David had to go like minutes to work like somewhere else and everything. But yeah, what I also found out about Hank is that he actually auditioned for Joey.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that.
It would have been cool to see Hank as like Joey, but it was cool that he appeared in 5 episodes of Friends.
Yeah. I mean, do you think he was a good love interest for Phoebe?
Yeah. If you've seen the episodes, then I would 100% agree.
I say from your perspective.
Well, from my, I do think it was good. So yeah, there is actually from the fun facts, he was supposed to return as David, but didn't really explain why he could have returned. But still, what's so cool about this is that 2 other Simpsons voice actors appeared, and also the Friends. One of them also being Dan Castellaneta.
I think I remember that, but it's been a while because we finished watching Friends months ago.
And then the other one was Harry Shearer. So,
and who is that?
You know, voice of Mr. Burns, Skinner, Smithers, Ned Flanders.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. So again, it's pretty cool. All right. Catch this fresh.
Yeah, Dodgeball is one of my like favorite comedy movies. One of my favorite Ben Stiller movies is. So there was a scene where Vince Vaughn and his friends were just trying to like learn how to play dodgeball. They were learning the history and the rules about how to play it. And yeah, Azaria was cast as young Patches O'Houlihan, like explaining the rules to Max from Shark Boy and Lava Girl, which blew me away. That was a little bit of a surprise there. So yeah, like the old Patches O'Houlihan, he was played by the late greats Rip Dorn, and it's kind of like I was like, dang, I mean they kind of almost look alike. No wonder they were cast like young and old. It's just and like that was to me. It was like it's a perfect fit.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
If we got dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
What? Ow! Oh, my face! Oh.
Oh man. Yeah. They really did good with the casting. Oh, who's there? Oh my god, that's him. And we got here is there's a Bobby over here. Hey Bobby, what's going on, Bobby?
Hey Bob.
Not much. Hey guys.
Hey, what's wrong here?
God damn it, Bobby, what's up?
Not much. I'm looking for somebody.
What you looking for?
No, I'm looking for someone named iHeart, last name T-Balls.
Okay, I'm looking for I Heart T-Balls. Come on, guys, I Heart T-Balls.
Context never explained.
I'm still trying to like think about it right now.
Hey, if you love balls so much, why don't you test mine?
Well, maybe in the alleyway. Let's see what we do there.
I know what the fuck.
Hey, you can at least get taken to dinner
Hey,
first.
get back here. Oh my. Whatever. You'll be back. And you.
Yeah. Good times. But yeah, Dodgeball with Vince Vaughn and Ben Stiller was a really funny movie. I liked it. Yeah, good times. All right. So the movie I never really saw, but to others, go ahead.
Well, I never really saw it either, but I just kind of like saw it as an impression by Brock Baker. And well, Bartok, he's just like a bat that's one of those comic relief type of characters in order to just spread humor and just like hilarity. But he does play off well with Christopher Lloyd as the antagonist. What was it, Rasputin? Yeah.
Yes, and I actually have seen both Anastasia and Bartok the Magnificent. Which, funnily enough, I saw Bartok first, way before I saw Anastasia. So yeah, of course I was really little, but I got to see Anastasia. I believe my school played it on the computer, so I got to see it. It was actually a really good movie, and yeah, Hank Azaria playing this character, Bartok the Bat. Of course, being a comic relief character, and it's cool enough that he got his own spin-off movie with his own best friend and stuff, and there's many other things. But yeah, both movies are good, and I love how Hank gives him like a not like a not like a loser type of voice, but like a wimpy type of voice almost. But he's still a good character. One of my favorite voices that Hank did.
Cool. That's nice.
And
Speaking
you meant
of
the second one, by the way.
Hmm.
Wait, I'm talking to like Blitz. Like he put another character like.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's my issue. Sorry. Okay. Well, that's good to hear. And to remake my mistake, go ahead, Fresh.
I mean, yeah, like Happy Feet 2, I just only stick with like the first one because it just has so many memories for me. But with this one, the only one I can remember is like both the shrimp and Under Pressure and well, Maya he, Maya ho. That's all I
Maya,
can.
Maya, Maya, Maya. Oh man, that was such a trend back then.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah. Good times. Good times. And now for anyone that has seen this version for Robin Williams.
I mean,
Yeah,
I heard
I
about
have.
it.
Go ahead, folks, if you have time. Go ahead.
Okay, so no, go ahead, Bobby. What were you gonna say?
I didn't know he played Sven in Happy Feet.
Two,
I
the
saw
second
that.
one.
Two.
The second one. My bad.
Okay, Happy Feet 2.
Yep.
Okay, so the Birdcage is basically Robert Williams hosting like a drag queen type of club and stuff, and Agador Hank Azaria plays his maid and stuff. It's a whole long story, but you have to watch the movie to understand it. But yeah, Hank Azaria did really good as like his Hispanic maid and stuff, and towards dinner with his senator and stuff, which the same guy who played oh yeah, Gene Hackman, because he died recently. That guy.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the
Wait, wasn't
whole
it
thing.
Nathan?
What?
Yeah. What?
Oh, no, I didn't hear what Fresh said. What'd you say?
Yeah, I believe that Nathan Lane was in there too.
Yeah, he was.
Yep. hmm Anyway, so yeah. So his character Agador doesn't like wear shoes, so he was supposed to wear shoes even though he never wore them. Said he doesn't like wearing shoes for a certain reason, and it was actually blooper in this, but in the movie he actually fell when about to enter the door. He actually tripped and fell.
Yeah.
But I recommend watching the movie if you like to. A pretty good movie, a pretty good cast, and yeah, Hank Azaria did really good in this movie. 9 out of 10.
Yep, agreed. Let's see here. Even though I haven't seen the full movie, Love and Other Drugs, the movie with Jake Gyllenhaal and Anne Hathaway. So Dr. Stan Knight was basically this doctor was giving like a checkup to Anne Hathaway's character, and there was a scene where he actually had to check her boobs.
I was like, get it,
Whoa.
get it, get it, get it, get him.
Get 'em, Juggles.
And again, I haven't seen the full movie, but hey, at least to know that he's there. I'm trying to find one other role, but as I'm coming back to this, Bobby, you could explain some of your favorites from Hank and from this selection over here. Go ahead.
I mostly know him from The Simpsons.
So yeah, you could explain your favorite characters from The Simpsons from his side. Go ahead.
Hmm. These are all good. I would say I'd say one of them would be Apu
Mm-hmm.
and Chief Wiggum, Mo, obviously, Professor Frank, and Comic Book Guy, and let me see, Sea Captain, he's good, and also Duff Man. Oh, I remember both.
Well, let's see here.
Wait,
All right, Christian.
about this list you put in here?
What
Worst list ever.
Fuck you, bro. No, I'm playing.
It will dinosaur.
Donald Trump just says otherwise.
Okay, you saw it.
Yeah, I got you. Here you go.
Okay, so Along Came Polly is a movie with Ben Stiller, Jennifer Aniston, and other member cast. So basically, Ben Stiller and he married this woman named Lisa Kramer, played by played Grayson Will and Grace. So they go out to a beach somewhere, and they run to this naked guy named Claude. He's like this French dude, played by Hank Azaria, and they're like planning on going scuba diving and stuff, and he asked Claude basically to take care of her and stuff, make sure she's all right. And he's like, I'll like take care of her. It's like if she were my own flesh and blood. And then hours later, or whatever, how long Robo was gone, played by Ben Stiller, he came back with champagne and wine glasses until he caught his wife and that Claude guy having sex on the boat.
Oh.
Mhm. Yeah, and he was like so upset that he broke up with his wife. So yeah.
I imagine his reaction was like, "You son of a bitch!"
Was it good though?
I think he did call him that. It's been a while since I've seen the movie, but yeah, Along Came Polly is a pretty funny movie. I recommend you watching it. But one of the cast members, Philip Seymour Hoffman, he passed away.
I remember. Yeah, he passed away in 2014.
Yeah, I think he's doing a movie. I don't know what movie it was, but I think he died during that production.
Sad.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope you do get to see it.
Mm-hmm. And now, this is one special one because I've seen this movie once, but this is pretty cool to find out. A detective he played in Pretty Woman with Julie Roberts. Now, this is special because this is Hank's first film debut ever.
Really?
Yep.
I only saw that movie once. I don't remember Hank Azaria being in it. It makes me want to rewatch it to let mom know that she was in this.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The more you learn in life, kids. That's honestly good. But yeah, that's pretty much me from my side for Hank.
Me too.
No,
Okay.
okay, got you. So yeah, overall, this stream was dedicated to Hank Azaria as a whole. This being one of the greatest voice actors of a lifetime from The Simpsons, great also in films and movies, and yeah, we just appreciate Hank.
Yep. Thank you for making us laugh and making us wow with your awesomeness.
Of course. All right. Hope everyone had a good time, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
There you go.
Adios.